Morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Kindly stand for the academic procession. Thank you.
Distinguished and welcome guests, I now call upon the College Chaplain, Father Michael Wall, to read the conferring blessing.
Slug das lihir nef pole cig na hefishig. Sinean fó dhéimar mar luin I vínisha an ahar on na meter gach clown nav agus talamh. Go dtuga sé díobh as olbhaithe sa glóra, go mbeidh sibh agus cumas in bhéanach trína spirit. Go mbeidh Christ I bhfuil grí trí credibh, go mbeidh sibh préomhathe agus bunathe sa grá, slí go mbeidh sibh féin agus an néamh go léir, ad agus lehead, agus iarda agus dainas a hiiscint. Go gurir sibh ólas a grá Christ atá is chun tuiscina, agus go líon for sibh the líon bhreacht umlán dé. Glór don téú de féidir I bhfad níos mó dhéanamh, ná mar a dír formisna ná smuoinnig féin air. Tríd an cóg atá ag obair unning. Glór go raibh gas an aglis agus I gríst ísta ó dlún go brach na brethe. Amen.
I'm pleased to call upon the President of the University of Limerick, Dr. Des Fitzgerald, to formally convene a meeting of the University for the purpose of conferring academic awards.
Good morning, everybody. You're all very welcome to this very special day. at Mary Immaculate College. Special day for Mary Immaculate and also for the University of Limerick. This can seem like a very daunting occasion. We're here dressed in the gowns, the colours representing the various disciplines, or where the academics were originally awarded their degree. We have the mace and the mace bearer, who acts as the bodyguard for the two presidents, because as you can imagine, these can be fairly rowdy affairs. I'd like the students, the graduates, to really enjoy today. Despite the formality, this is your day, and it's a day for you to celebrate with your classmates and also with your family and friends. So see it as a special, happy occasion. The only thing between you and a party is getting the conferring over with, so it's going to be a spectacular day for all of you, I'm sure. I do have to open the occasion with these formal words. President Mary Immaculate College, members of the University of Limerick Governing Authority, members of the Mary Immaculate College Governing Authority, members of the academic councils, faculty members, distinguished guests, parents, friends, and graduates of the class of 2019. A meeting of the university is hereby convened for the purpose of conferring academic awards. Exercising the power granted to the University of Limerick by Oireachtas Éireann, I hereby confer awards of the university on the graduates of the Faculty of Arts and the Faculty of Education. Students not present are hereby conferred in absentia.
I now call on the Dean of the Faculty of Education, Professor Emer Ring, who will present the candidates for the conferring of undergraduate and taught postgraduate awards in education.
President, the Academic Council of the University has been satisfied that the following candidates are worthy to be conferred with undergraduate and taught postgraduate awards. Therefore, I present the candidates and request you to confer the awards on them.
Okay, so we will begin with the Diploma in Early Childhood Care and Education. Candidates are conferred in absentia. And we will move then on to the Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood Care and Education. So, first to the podium, Christine Burnell. Oh, Danielle Bond, pardon me, Danielle Bond.
Hello,
Christine Burnell. Grania Campbell. Suzanne Casey. Catherine Coffey. Katrina Cook. Emily Corcoran. Chloe Cunningham. Hannah Dalton. Lorraine Diggins. Karen Deneen. Richard Donlan. Kate Duffy. Shannon Foley. Katie Freeman. Kate Galligan. Maria Garvey. Annie Gormley. Samantha Grace. Danielle Gubbins. Ailish Halligan. Naveen Hassan. Nicole Hayes. Aisling Higgins. Chloe Howrahan. Sharon Hughes. Ruth Highland. Courtney Judge. Nora Carney. Claudia Kelly. Kira Kennery. Grania Laffey. Aisling Leahy. Alison Lewis. Afria Loftus. Megan Long. Shannon Maher. Niamh McCaig. Niamh MacDonald. Jean McGrath. Shannon McHugh. Jenny McEnroe. Ciara McKenna. Joanne McSweeney. Siobhan Murphy. Karen Norton. Kate Nevin. Siobhan Níchealacher. Siofra Ní Éanada. Emma O'Brien. Rebecca O'Brien. Aoife O'Connor. Cara O'Connor. Laura O'Dea. Amanda O'Donnell. Josie O'Donnell. Siobhan O'Kelly. Faye O'Sullivan. Cleana Owens. Eileen Phillips. Laura Purcell. Quiva Ryan. Hazel Shanahan. Saoirse Summers. Emer Stapleton. Niamh Sweeney. Alison Tierney. Niamh Tracy. Jessica Toohey. Saoirse Toohey. Siva Wall. Nicole Walsh. Rachel Whelan. Grace Warden. And Ellen Wolfe. Big round of applause for all our Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood Care and Education. Well done to everyone. Cogardicus. Now we move to the Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood Practice. Doreen Brady. Daniel Corkery. Rebecca Costello. Maura Cronin. Georgina Diver. Leanne Doyle. Mary Duggan. Eleanor Fitzgerald. Anna Flaherty. Lisa Flanagan. Patricia Flannery. Laura Gardner. Creana Garvey. Stacey Hanlon. Noelle Kingston. Noran Lynch. Deborah Lyons. Joanne McCarthy. Mary McGrath. Lisa Mullins. Afric O'Brosnacon. Elaine O'Brien. Sheila O'Brien. Diane O'Farrell. Pamela O'Loughlin. Sinead O'Neill. Donna O'Shea. Abigail Richardson. Aisling Ryan. Cara Sheedy. Helen Taffender. Carol Wren Guiney. And a big round of applause for all our Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood practice. Well done, everyone. Richly deserved. Right, and now we move to our Bachelor of Education programme. Alison Abbott. Evie Baldwin. Adam Barrett. Adele Barrett. Cleona Barrett. Evan Paul Barrett. Gillian Barrett. Michelle Barrett. Kevin Barry. Catherine Blackburn. Jean Boyle. Clara Breen. Aoife Julianne Brosnan. Ciara Buckley. Murren Buckley. Orla Buckley. Leisha Burke. Laura Burke. Naomi Burke. Sean Michael Burke. Stephen Burke. Dylan Byrne. Aideen Cadigan. Gillian Cannon. Brian Carey. Ruth Carey. Clara Casey. Clodagh Casey. Nicole Casey. Ciara Caulfield. Brian Clancy. Orla Clancy. Aoife Clark. Owen Thomas Cleary. Lorna Cody. Sinead Coleman. Aisling Collins. Elaine Collins. Laura Collins. Linda Collins. NASA Collins. Rachel Collins. Laura Hannah Connery. Katie Connolly. Aoife Corbett. Emer Corcoran. Anita Corrie. Ciara Costello. Sarah Coughlin. Jason Coyne. Niamh Cregan Wetherill. Ciara Crehan. Amy Cronin. Emma Kate Cronin. Marguerite Cronin. Sarah Jane Cronin. Lily Rose Crowley. Eilish Cunny. Aoife Cunningham. Amy Marion Curtin. Tara Curtin. Shane Daly. Rihanna Delaney. Aisling Dennehy. Tess Desmond. Rachel Dillon. Sarah Deneen. June Doherty. Sean Donoghue. Lauren Dooley. Emer Claire Dorgan. Laura Doyle. Karen Drynan. Dara Drummy. Niall Duggan. Alva Dunn. Rachel Fiona Earls. Helena Egan. Ellen Sarah Elms. Kate Catherine English. Amy Fahy. Kira Fahy. Neve Fahy. Thomas Joseph Fahy. Jennifer Falvey. Niall Patrick Farrell. Catherine Feeney. Hazel Fenton. Rebecca Finnerty. Aisling Mary Fitzmaurice. Mairead Shauna Fitzmaurice. Niamh Mary Flattery. Sophie Fleming. Amy Flynn. Sarah Flynn. Caelan Follen. Anya Foley. Cathal Foley. Lorna Stephanie Foley. Sean Foley. Shannon Foley Friel. Orla Fraher. Shona Francis. Cathal Frawley. Shane Galvin. Clodagh Gannon. Daniel Garvey. Megan Gahan. Keith Gavin. Kim Geary. Ronan Timothy Gleeson. Sarah Louise Glennon. Ciara Glynn. Ellen Gorman. Laura Grace. Margaret Grace. Alva Graney. Killian Gregan. Carol Griffin. Janice Griffin. Michael Donica Griffin. Michelle Griffin. Saoirse Griffin. Colin Guilfoyle. Jack Patrick Guiney. Lisa Gunnigan. Anna Hall. Sarah Halligan. Niamh Hanafin. Ciarán Hanley. Ailish Hanrahan. Owen Hanrahan. Alana Teresa Hansbury. Fiona Hartnett. Amanda Harty. Paul Hayes. Rachel Hayes. Avril Healy. Louise Healy. Susan Healy. Rachel Michelle Hennihan. Ellen Henkenberg. Rebecca Patricia Hurley. Emer Hitchin. Olivia Horn. Rachel Horgan. Owen Timothy Hurley. Rebecca Keane. Sinead Kiley. Kerry Patricia McCauley. Sarah McDonnell. Cuiva McMahon. Emer Milan. Dara Minogue. Nicola Maloney. Leah Nichelacher. Emma Kate Nolan. Kieran Noonan. Ruan O'Flaherty. Sive O'Callaghan. Don Anthony O'Driscoll. Isabel O'Kennedy. And finally, Bill Whelan. Big round of applause. 'Twas a long list to read, never mind anything else. Cogardicus. And a round of applause for academic staff as well, getting to that point. Well done, guys. Now, today, obviously, for everyone here, for so many of us, is a very happy day, but there are sometimes somebody who cannot complete their degree for extenuating circumstances, be that bereavement or ill health or something else. So the university allow us to award that person an Agritat Award. So today, we are awarding an Agricat Award to Michelle Curtin in absentia, and I'd appreciate if we give her a round of applause. Right, so we move on to the Bachelor of Education in Education and Psychology. Connor Armstrong. Louise Cashman. Aoife Clifford. Alana Crowley. Tara Daly. Madeline Dolan. Ellen Drohan. Stephanie Early. Katrina Fehley. Grania Fitzgibbon. Martin Gallagher. Roisin Lanigan. Jeremiah Lynch. Ciara McCarthy. Una McCormick. Aoife Murphy. Michelle Murray. Marita Nikonov. Catherine O'Byrne. Roisin O'Connor. Karen O'Connor. Orla O'Gorman. Maeve O'Leary. Kevin O'Sullivan. Michelle Ryan. Connor Shannon. Ciara Sweeney. Kate Sweeney. Emma Tehan. Aideen White. Idelle Wolfe. And a big round of applause for the BEd and Sykes. Well done to them all. Right, now we move to the Graduate Diploma in Adult and Further Education. Orla Helena Rose Beamish. Sylvia Kiley. Martina Lonergan. Sarah McDowell. Louise O'Connor. Catherine O'Halloran. Anne-Marie Ryan. Jessica Chute. Next, we have the Masters of Arts in STEM Education, that's STEM Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics, and we begin with Clodagh Cleary. Marisa Murphy. And Mairead Ryan. And finally, we have the Masters of Arts in Education and Wellbeing of the Older Person, and we have Kieran Duggan. Round of applause. Now, the Dean of the Faculty of Education, Professor Emer Ring, will now present the candidates for the awards of doctoral degrees.
President, the Academic Council of the University has been satisfied that the following candidates are worthy to be awarded doctoral degrees and requests you to confer the degrees on them.
So we have the Doctorate in Educational and Child Psychology. The doctoral candidates will be presented with their hoods and caps by their internal supervisors. The doctoral candidates will then be presented with their parchments by the President of the University of Limerick. So we begin with Dr. Charlotte Carey. She has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the supervision of Dr. Michelle Dunleavy. The title of the doctoral research thesis is What Works? Exploring the impact of a modified universal emotional regulation module for transition year students in an Irish post-primary school. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with her hood and cap by Dr. Dunleavy. Big round of applause for Dr. Carey. Dr. Lainey Keane has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the supervision of Dr. Margaret Egan. The title of the doctoral research thesis is Can Verbal Working Memory and Processing Speed Distinguish Between Children Who Have English as an Additional Language and Children with a Developmental Language Disorder? The doctoral candidate will now be presented with her hood and cap by her supervisor, Dr. Egan. Big round of applause for Dr. Keane. Dr. Maura Moriarty has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the joint supervision of Dr. Orla Slattery and Dr. Therese Brophy. The title of the doctoral research thesis is Teacher Perspectives on the Transition Planning Process into Post-Secondary Education for Students with a Diagnosis of Autism in Post-Primary Schools in Ireland. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with her hood and cap by her supervisors, Dr. Slattery and Dr. Brophy. Big round of applause for Dr. Moriarty. Well done. Dr. Orla Murphy has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the supervision of Dr. Fionnuala Tynan. The title of the doctoral research thesis is An Exploration of the Use of Therapeutic Intervention Across School Psychology Services in Ireland. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with her hood and cap by her supervisor, Dr. Tynan. Just leave it. Big round of applause for Dr. Orla Murphy. Dr. Alison O'Keefe has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the joint supervision of Dr. Joanna Fitzgerald and Dr. Paul Mulcahy. The title of the doctoral research thesis is An Examination of the Effect of Green Exercise and Nature Connectedness on the Psychological Well-Being and Attentional Capacity of Primary School-Aged Children. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with her hood and cap by her supervisors, Dr. Fitzgerald and Dr. Mulcahy. Well done, Dr. O'Keefe. Dr. Aoife Olstern has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the supervision of Dr. Patsy Daly. The title of the doctoral research thesis is An Examination of the Career Aspirations of Irish Children within the Framework of Goal Contents Theory. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with her hood and cap by her supervisor, Dr. Daly. Well done, Dr. Ulster. Dr. Billy O'Mara has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the supervision of Dr. Fionnuala Tynan. The title of the doctoral research thesis is Get Up, Stand Up, an Evaluation of School-Based Social Skills Programme. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with his hood and cap by his supervisor, Dr. Tynan. Well done, Dr. O'Mara. Dr. Kaylee Sheeran has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the supervision of Dr. Suzanne Parkinson. The title of the doctoral research thesis is An Exploration into the Activities, Perceptions and Understandings of the Role of the Psychologist in Infant Mental Health Service Provision. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with her hood and cap by her supervisor, Dr. Parkinson. Well done, Dr. Sheeran. Pogardacus. Dr. Carol Slattery has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the supervision of Dr. Margaret Egan. The title of the doctoral research thesis is An Exploration of the Assessment for Intervention Model in an Irish Educational Psychological Context. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with her hood and cap by her supervisor, Dr. Egan. Round of applause, I think, for Dr. Carol Slattery. Well done. And I think we could have a big round of applause for the Deck Psych programme. Huge amount of work by staff goes into this. I now have the great pleasure in introducing the special awards. The College Gold Medal for the Bachelor of Education in Education and Psychology programmes will be presented by the President of Mary Immaculate College and is presented to the graduate who is awarded first place on the programme. And the graduate who wins the award this year is Stephanie Early. The College Gold Medal for the Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood Care and Education programme will be presented by the President of Mary Immaculate College and is presented to the graduate who is awarded first place on the programme. And the graduate who is winning the award this year is Lorraine Diggins. The College Gold Medal for the Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood Practice programme will be presented by the President of Mary Immaculate College and is presented to the graduate who is awarded the first place on the programme. And the graduate who wins the award this year is Lisa Flanagan. I'd like to acknowledge all the students who have completed their Certificate in Religious Education, which is a special purpose award awarded by Mary Immaculate College. And the President of Mary Immaculate College will present the gold medal to the graduate who was awarded the first place in the Certificate in Religious Education, and that is this year Roisin O'Connor. For our next award, the Bon Vir Medal, this will be presented by Mr. Fergal Browham of the Irish National Teachers Organisation and is presented to the graduate who is awarded first place in teaching practice and curriculum education. There are separate awards for the Bachelor of Education and Bachelor of Education and Psychology programmes. At this ceremony, we're presenting Marita Nichonov on the Bachelor of Education in Education and Psychology programme to receive this award. Well done, Marita. The Kieran Burke Fellowship will be presented by the Dean of the Faculty of Education, Professor Emer Ring, and is presented to the graduate who has achieved the highest cumulative QCA in the Education, Psychology and Dissertation modules of the Bachelor of Education in Education and Psychology programme. The fellowship is awarded by the college in memory of the late Kieran Burke, lecturer in psychology from 1974 until 1994. And the winner of the Kieran Burke Fellowship this year is Stephanie Early. Well done. Now, each year, the college presents a number of awards for outstanding achievements. These awards are presented by the President of Mary Immaculate College, and it can be recognition of the outstanding achievements of students in any field of endeavour at local and national level. This year we have two awards. One was presented yesterday to Jason Redden, a graduate on the Bachelor of Arts programme. And at this ceremony, our award for outstanding achievement goes to Hayley Kiley, second-year student on the Bachelor of Education programme. Now, I'll just tell you a little bit about why Hayley is so outstanding. Hayley's from Myros. She's the holder of no less than 6 national and international titles in kickboxing. Having commenced her training in the martial arts when she was just 5 years of age in order to gain confidence and meet new friends. She quickly fell in love with the sport and after a few years of dedicated training decided she would like to enter competition, winning her first at 11 years of age and earning her black belt in kickboxing when she was just 13. Since then, she's proceeded to win many national and international titles, including the World Ring Sport Association 5 Nations Kickboxing Champion and the Irish Kickboxing Federation Low Kick Champion title in 2019. Hayley currently coaches the junior classes in the Learning Hub Kickboxing Club in Moyross, as she is more than happy to pass on her skills and knowledge to others. Next year, we'll see Hayley competing for a major European title, and her goal for the future, when she finishes her study, is to become a professional fighter under the guidance of her coach, Paul O'Brien. I give you the winner of one of this year's Outstanding Achievements Awards, Hayley Kiley. I now call upon Dr. Des Fitzgerald, President of the University of Limerick, to make his address.
So distinguished guests, friends, Bishop Kearns, Mayor Michael Sheehan, most importantly, graduates, congratulations on your success today. Congratulations to Eugene Wall also, as president of Mary Immaculate College. I have to say I feel underdressed with Eugene in black tie, but I understand he just got in from a late night. Actually, I've known Eugene for some time, and we go back to our school days when we were in the same school at the same time. Obviously, he left before I did. But I have great respect for Eugene and for Mary Immaculate College. It's an extraordinary institution, and I want to congratulate Eugene and all the staff here for the fantastic work that they do, and for the success in bringing so many of the students to this point today. I'm delighted to join with everyone, however, to welcome and congratulate all the graduates that are here today. A day that is amongst the most joyful and happy occasions for us here at Mary Immaculate College and the University of Limerick. I want to, in particular, congratulate those of you who were awarded postgraduate degrees, because I know how difficult it is to take time out and come back to the university to do that. And a special mention for those who received a PhD today. It's hard work, takes 4 years, working very closely with the academic staff to create a body of work that warrants the award of an honorary doctorate. So a special congratulations to you. You know, whenever a course is being studied, no student gets to graduate without making an enormous effort and spending many long hours among lectures, studying and preparing for examinations. You've truly earned your graduation today. I often say that it is the student, the graduate, who honors the degree, not the degree that honors the graduate. And I say this because you honor us at Mary Immaculate College and the University of Limerick by achieving this graduation and being conferred today. And of course, no student gets to this point without the love and support of partners, families, and friends. And it's great to see them all here today to celebrate with you. So let's acknowledge their huge efforts. To the parents, take a well-deserved sigh of relief, however brief that might be. I have 2 daughters who graduated from college a long time ago, and I can say it never ends. You are graduating at a time of great change here in Ireland. We're in the midst of a period of significant change to attitudes, traditions, and values. And that change has been largely welcome and progressive. But internationally, beyond these waters, we're seeing what I think is a much more malign change, with rising intolerance, populism and cynicism, dividing countries, splitting communities, undermining international relationships in a way that we haven't seen since the start of the Second World War. Just a few weeks ago, the head of Channel 4 News accused the British Prime Minister of being a liar, an extraordinary thing to say about a sitting Prime Minister. And at the G7 recently, one well-known politician didn't know the difference between UK, Ireland, and England. There's no extra points for guessing who that was. And everywhere we see the rise in the casual dismissal of science and knowledge and facts, particularly when it comes to vital issues like environment and climate change. And there's a general coarsening of public debate. I believe that in times like this, there is a particular onus on those of us involved in education to re-examine what we can do to respond to these developments. Ultimately, it all reinforces the importance of leadership and citizenship, and that brings me back to the graduates today. When we talk about leaders, we tend to think of those national and international figures with whom we're all familiar. But leadership exists on many different levels, and each of you here today will become leaders in your own right. The circumstances may be different. For some, the stage might be your local community, particularly as teachers, or it may be in your workplace. For others, it may be bigger. But for all of you, the opportunity and the responsibility is the same. Live your best life, be the best example you can be, promote the virtues of integrity, curiosity, and generosity, encourage tolerance and value, and yes, very importantly, defend facts, science, and research. This is more important now than ever to stave off the rise of populism. And I know that your time here at Mary Immaculate College has given you the wherewithal to think for yourselves, to cherish knowledge and truth, to counter these false narratives that we hear. I hope you use it well. And one last thing, you're now alumni of Mary Immaculate College and the University of Limerick. Mary Immaculate and you are inextricably linked. Like parents, we will claim your success, but you also will revel in the success of your alma mater. So stay in touch, support this great institution. Congratulations once again. Congratulations to the staff who have worked so hard on your behalf. It's a very special day for them too. You'll get lots of advice as you go along and what happens in the future and what you should do. The fact is that you will write your own script. So none of us know what will happen to you now that you leave the college and the university. But I do know that a degree from Mary Immaculate College and the University of Limerick is a great start. Gurv Markut.
I am pleased to call upon Professor Eugene Wall, President of Mary Immaculate College, to make his conferring address. Professor Wall.
President of the University of Limerick, Dr. Des Fitzgerald, trustees of the college, members of Anthudaros Rialaha, Bishop Kenneth Kieran, Church of Ireland, Bishop of Limerick and Killaloe, Fergal Brome, who's president of the INTO, college staff and students, distinguished guests, parents, family, friends and graduates of the class of 2019. Farum Fair Queen Fall Shiroi Vili Gudi Sharman Bronta on Lay and you. Is Morgum Vorkuruder Aaron Law Specialta Shodar Gwyd Machlain. Tres Lim and Ekti Lagakila Kami Amrontor Power who and you. A Kamaila Shin, Ta Kogarjagus o Cree Le Janu, then a Winter Shoe, Dogus Lagaktina, Hockey, and our game, August Eid, or Voher, and Lane on Shaw, Ikalash the Wirragon Small. I'd like to begin by extending my warmest congratulations to our graduates of 2019 for arriving at this important milestone in your lives. We in the college, we share your pride today, and we delight in your presence. This morning, we have graduates from 9 different programs from the Faculty of Education, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here today. I'd like to extend a particular welcome to the graduates of the Professional Doctorate in Education and Child Psychology, or as we call it, the DECSI. This is a highly sought-after 3-year full-time professional training programme for candidates who intend to pursue careers as educational psychologists. Ourselves and UCD are the only institutions in Ireland to offer this programme, and today we celebrate our first graduating cohort. As we fully realise, and as has been mentioned already, the pathway to graduation is rarely a solitary one. Behind every graduate, there are always other supportive people. Dedicated mothers, fathers, grandparents, spouses or partners, children, relatives or friends, who've also been a part of that epic journey that culminates in this ceremony. On behalf of Mary Immaculate College and its graduates, let me express our gratitude to you for your support, your strength and your trust in the years that have led to this day, and for the immense difference that those qualities have made to the students who have graduated here today. I know also that you yourselves are justifiably proud today, and I say thank you. I invite our graduates to join me in an expression of gratitude to these wonderful people. I now wish on your behalf to thank the Mary Immaculate College staff members from the academic faculties and the professional service departments and the other support staff who have worked with you over these past years to help you arrive at this day of celebration. Their dedication and expertise has helped transform you into the skilled, competent and aware individuals that you are today. While the focus of all our work is on our students, it's our staff who are our greatest resource. Please join me in acknowledging their professionalism and commitment. I'd also like to pay special tribute to the industrious staff members who've worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make these ceremonies a success. It's been a difficult week for our staff, and these ceremonies have been overshadowed by the passing a week ago yesterday of our esteemed colleague, Dr. Tony Bonfield, who is greatly missed. Tony taught many of you here this morning, and I know that you share our sadness. I want to express my appreciation to the University of Limerick, which has ratified your degrees and deemed your standard of achievement suitable for admission to the ranks of its graduates. I especially want to thank the President of the University, Dr. Des Fitzgerald, for his presence with us at this conferring address and for his very kind and embarrassing words. I'll get back to that in a few moments. On behalf of the college, I express our thanks to all the university staff who've assisted our graduates in their passage through the college. And for their contribution to today's ceremony, I want to thank in particular the mace bearer for the University of Limerick, John O'Neill, who's sitting over there, and also Carrie O'Donnell, our sign language interpreter. In 1992, the American rock band R.E.M. released their second album, which contained the song Man on the Moon. Although not especially successful at the time, it gained in popularity in the following years, becoming something of a classic. The chorus of the song, which some of you may know, contained the lines, "If you believe they put a man on the moon, nothing is cool." This was an allusion to the conspiracy theory that the moon landings were an elaborate hoax, a cinematic concoction. As it happens, a recent survey found that 6% of Americans believe that one or more of the 6 crewed moon landings were faked. And amongst millennials, which is probably half the audience here, that figure rises to 11%. Amongst Russians, apparently, that figure is at about 20%. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 space flight that led to astronaut Neil Armstrong becoming the first person to step on the lunar surface. That night, the 21st of July, 1969, is indelibly etched on my memory. I was a young teenager at that stage. Des here had actually moved on to college by that stage. And I had fallen asleep in an armchair, watching the TV and waiting for the historic moment to arrive. My mother woke me a few minutes before Armstrong stepped onto the moon, and it was at 4 minutes to 4 in the morning. I watched it on a black and white TV because colour transmissions didn't commence in Ireland or Britain until later in the year. I think the Eurovision was one of the reasons why it happened later on. The appearance of on the market of the first domestic video cassette was still some time away. And then 4 years later, as a student, I travelled to the United States on a J1 visa, which I imagine some of you did as well. Foreign holidays were a rarity in those days, and it was only my second trip abroad. I spent almost 4 months in Massachusetts working as a waiter. During that time, I kept contact with home by letter. It took a transatlantic letter 5 days from posting to delivery. Phone calls were prohibitively expensive, and so there were none during the 4 months. In contrast, last year, when my granddaughters were in Melbourne, I spoke lengthily to them each week on video calls that cost me nothing. When I began working in the college in 1980, there were no phones in any of the offices. And there were no computers anywhere in the college either. The first PCs arrived around 1986. Dr. Gerard Enright, who's sitting over on my right over there, will know that because he purchased the first computers for the college around that time. And the introduction of PCs gradually over the years displaced typewriters, electronic typewriters, and eventually transformed office practice and subsequently lecturing. In those days, it was considered progressive to use overhead projectors with acetate sheets and coloured markers. The first commercial mobile phone, the Dynatac 8000X, came to the market in 1983. It weighed 800 grams. It measured 33 centimetres in height. It stored 30 numbers, took 10 hours to recharge, and cost almost $4,000. Mass availability of mobile devices was still a long way off. Now, I have to concede that Des was far ahead of me in this regard because he got his first mobile phone in 1991. But I was a slow adopter, and I didn't get mine, couldn't afford it, until 1998, which was just over 20 years ago. This was around the time that many of you were born. My phone was Nokia 6010. Some of you will remember it. It was also known as the Brick. It made calls, it received and sent text messages, and little else besides. It was about this time also that the internet appeared. Initially a primitive dial-up connection which was very scratchy and had precious little content. Internet broadband, which is still coming to some parts of Ireland, was first rolled out in this country in 2002. The first iPhone was launched by Steve Jobs in 2007, a mere 12 years ago, paving the way for generations of smartphones which have ushered in an era of fundamental change in mass communication and social media. Over a period of 2 generations, spanning approximately 50 years, we've witnessed seismic technological progress, as well as the profound digital transformation of work and society. These changes have facilitated and accelerated political, economic, and cultural globalization. The multiple interconnected patterns of our lives have undergone radical change. How we work, how and where we shop, what and where we eat, how we socialize and entertain ourselves, how we relate to each other. These have all changed radically. Now, if these changes have been momentous, and they assuredly have been, our attitudes and beliefs about our social world, and indeed about human nature itself, have been revolutionized during that period. Our shared understandings and beliefs about how society operates and how it should operate is referred to by Charles Taylor as the social imaginary. And this is in constant flux. The Ireland of the 1960s and 1970s was a comparatively impoverished country with living standards well below the levels of what was then the European Economic Community. Poverty and economic inequality were widespread in a society that was still deeply judgmental. In many respects, women were decidedly second-class citizens. 2 years after the moon landing, I vividly remember a school debate on the topic of women's places in the home. Even in the mid-1970s, the great majority of women did not drive cars, and women were not permitted to collect children's allowance payments. Up until 1974, women working in the public sector, apart from teachers, were obliged to resign their posts on marriage. This had been changed for teachers in 1958. The same year, 1974, I remember being scoffed at on the street in Dublin for the unmanly act of wheeling my daughter in a pram. Strange times indeed. The rights of children, especially children with special needs, and the rights of minorities were viewed in ways that are entirely repugnant to us nowadays. Our views about public figures, including politicians, and the acceptability of their standards of behaviour continue to unfold, sometimes in shocking and unexpected ways. And Des has referred to this in considerable detail, and I think we can all concur with that. It's not an exaggeration to say that our democratic institutions and processes face real challenges in an era of heightened political polarisation. Many of the changes that I've just sketched out could not have been foretold 50 years ago, perhaps not even 30 years ago. The great majority of you graduates can expect to have lifespans that stretch a further 50 years or more from now, and working lives that could extend to well beyond 30 years from now. Last year, I welcomed a 95-year-old alumnus to one of our graduation ceremonies, who herself had graduated from the college in 1946, some 73 years ago. And during the year, we had a visit from an 89-year-old woman who came to us from New England. She had graduated from the college round about 1949. She was making the visit as part of her 90th year celebrations. She was still working actively. She was teaching Gaeilge in the United States, and as if to prove the point, she was accompanied by one of her students. So let me ask you, what are the grand changes that are likely to occur during your working lives? What will be the biggest technological change to occur by the year 2050? And in what ways will people look back in 2070 and wonder how people in 2020 could have entertained such bizarre ideas? Your speculations, interesting though they might be, are probably no more likely to be correct than what we might have imagined back in 1969. In a world of rapidly accelerating technological change, people are likely to change jobs multiple times in the course of their working lives. Although the statistics may be somewhat suspect, it's suggested that the average person changes their job between 7 to 12 times in the course of their career. A very significant percentage of the population are working in jobs that did not exist 50 years ago. A report from the Institute for the Future recently claimed, and I'm slightly skeptical about this, recently claimed that 85% of the jobs that will exist in 2030 haven't been invented yet. Now, such speculation aside, what is certain is that whatever job or jobs you will work at will not remain static over 30 years or more in the workforce. And you are likely to see major changes coming about in Irish classrooms over that time, and how teachers' working lives are changed. Unfortunately, it's impossible to future-proof any diploma or degree, but it is possible to acquire transferable skills and an adaptable mindset that will enable you to continue working throughout your lifetime, or to continue learning, I should say, throughout your lifetime. Your graduation here today represents a threshold event in your life, and possibly in your career. It's a watershed moment, and it inevitably invokes the most searching questions about what the future holds for you, both personally and professionally. What will I do with my life? What sort of person will I become in the years ahead? Although your life is assuredly not a blank sheet, your future remains largely unscripted, perhaps a masterpiece unsigned. And despite the disquieting unknowability of our future lives, it's an exciting time, laced with opportunity and with hope. For those of you who've grappled with self-doubt, and for those of you who've experienced insecurity, failure, or pain in your lives, your accomplishment in graduating here today bears eloquent testimony to your resilience. I trust that the knowledge and skills that you've acquired during your time here will serve you in good stead in the years ahead. My earnest wish for you is that the personal qualities and characteristics that you've developed will be key assets in enabling you to flourish both professionally and personally. In your quest for success and for personal fulfillment, I hope that you're also guided by a desire to touch and enrich the lives of others, both those closest to you and more widely. The American poet and Pulitzer Prize winner Mary Oliver died in January last year. And I'm going to quote from part of her best-known poem, which I also quoted at one of last year's graduation ceremony. It's called The Summer's Day, and she reminds us that life is fleeting, and she admonishes us to spend it wisely. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last, and too soon? Tell me, what is it you're planned to do with your one wild and precious life? There are dreams and ambitions to be fulfilled, promises to be kept, and problems to be solved. The world awaits you. And for now, as this graduation ceremony draws to a close, let me, on behalf of your alma mater, wish you all the best for your lives and careers, today and in the future. Godugadi agah rach agus banactív vor dros sail, tá sulagam go mé lá jazz agwif, romila mai agwif galer.